I have an American Standard Freedom 80 Comfort R furnace, and we had a massive flood, 7 feet of water, which did take the whole furnace inside the water. So this video is a series of video I have put up to show how I fixed the furnace. So one thing is, if you are getting a HVAC technician to do it, they will probably want to replace the parts, which they will do it with new parts, and it's sometimes not feasible to do with new parts, because new parts usually, by the time you add up the new parts needed, you are almost paying for a new furnace. So I have opted for doing it myself using used parts, and in this video I'm going to show you how I did the igniter. Now the igniter is a maintenance part, and it's not going to be beneficial for you to get a used part because you want to put a new part in there. It's not that expensive, and an igniter looks like this. It has the hot surface igniter. These are the silicon nitride ones, which are the better ones, and these machines being expensive, they use the silicon nitride. The cheaper ones, they have another type of hot surface which uses a different material which doesn't last long, but these will last you long. So in my case, my machine was installed in 2006. It's around 2019, and so it has been working for 13 years, and it was probably time for me to get a new igniter. So you can see the HVAC is starting up. It has been fixed, and this is a series of videos, and in this video I'll show you what happened with error code 9. So after I replaced the circuit board, and I'm going to open the furnace door here. So the circuit board was replaced, and you will find a video for that. And then it gave me an error code 3, which will show up as 3 blinking lights in there, and that was with the pressure switch. I was able to clean up the pressure switch. There was water in there, and I have put another video for that one. And then after the pressure switch started working, I got an error code 9. So there were 9 blinks, and then a stop, again 9 blinks. So you will see from the HVAC manual, or if you have the manual with you, or you can download it, it's the igniter. So it's the error code for check igniter. You will need a multimeter or an ohm meter to measure the resistance to check if the igniter is good or bad. And usually if you get error code 9, it's very possible that your igniter needs replacement. And I will show you how I tested it. So I have this multimeter. You can get it online for less than $30. In case of a good igniter, for a good igniter, the ohms should be within 60 to 70 range, or maybe a little higher, 80 ohms. It should never be in the kilo ohm. I have this from Mastec, and this is where the ohm meter goes, and I have 2 leads here. So what I'm going to do, this was the bad one, and you can see why it is bad. It has broken. But if I check the resistance, first I will check that by touching it, that's 0 resistance in there if I touch the 2 leads. And then I'm going to connect the lead here, and you can see it shows infinite resistance. This is 0.L is infinite, means this igniter is really bad. And so I ordered one, and this was the original one. I ordered one which came within 2 days. That's the whole point, is if you are stuck without igniter, you have to wait till the igniter comes gets delivered. You probably won't be able to buy it in your local store, and sometimes you might, but sometimes they don't carry these igniters in the store. So when I got this, I got a bad one, though I was refunded the money by the seller, but they sold me a bad one. So when I put this igniter in, it gave me the same error. So I was a little confused, but then I checked the ohms and it showed me pretty high. So what I did was I connected the probes to test the igniter, and you can see it shows me 8 kilo ohms. That's pretty high, so that's a bad igniter. So I did get it online, but it turned out that they sent me a bad igniter. Of course, when I told them that it was bad, they did refund me the money, and I had to get a new one. So make sure you get it from a reputable person or company, and even if you get it from eBay, that's fine, or Amazon. And replacing the igniter is very easy. You take that bracket, that bolt out. It's these two bolts. You take these two bolts, and that will remove the igniter along with that little frame that holds it, and then you can replace it right away. So the whole igniter goes into the frame. There is one screw that holds it to the frame, and that should connect it. And over here, it's a connector right there, and you can depress this switch and it will release the connector to the circuit board. Hope that helps. I have other videos how I fixed it, including the gas valve. So subscribe to my channel and you should be able to troubleshoot and hopefully fix the furnace as I did. The igniter cost me around $35, and you'll see various prices on those. So it's not very expensive, and if you replace it yourself, it's very easy to replace. You can do it for so cheap.